Back everyone. So today's project we're going to winterize an outbuilding that has a water supply going to it. In this case it's a pool house, and we've got water running to this pool house, and winter is coming. It's getting cold, there's snow in the forecast, so I want to drain those water lines that run out there and blow some air through it. So what we're going to do is, to start, we've got the shutoff here, which I have already shut off, and you need to make sure you have a drain valve like this. If it doesn't, you want to get that added, but somebody built this and put a drain line on it. So I've shut the water supply off, and this is the line that goes to the outbuilding. And what I'm going to do is take any old container here, just happen to have a thing of sweet tea that's the right size, and use that to catch the water from the boiler drain valve. That's what those are called, is a boiler drain valve. We'll open that up. There shouldn't be a whole lot coming out of this side of it. Just most of the pressure backing up. Just a little drizzle there. Okay. And now I'll shut that back off. Make sure it's not dripping. The next thing we're going to need is this fancy little gadget. Now, this I picked up off of Amazon. It is what was referred to as a water sprinkler drain, and what that allows you to do is screw this onto the boiler drain valve, which is very difficult to do with one hand, and then the other end is going to go into an air compressor line. And I have that small air compressor that I fixed in another video, so we're going to get that out, pressurize this line, and then we can open the lines on the other end and let it blow all the water out. Alright, we've got the air compressor connected up, and that's tied into this line. This valve is on. I've got like 80-90 psi, so I can turn this valve off. And what this is doing now is pressurizing the line to the outside. So now we can go to our outbuilding and blow those lines clean. And here we are in the outbuilding. We've got our water lines running to the sink, toilet, and the shower. So we need to clean all those out. We're going to start with the cold here. Finally getting some air through, last little bit of water, and I shut it off because the air compressor is just a small one, and I'm sure it's running right now, so I'm going to let it build up some air pressure, and then I can run this some more. While we're waiting on that, clear the tank. You can hear the air blowing in this. Good. So let's shut this off. There we go. Sorry for the horrible view. So that's shut off. That's got air in the line. Bit of water out of that line. And I want to make sure that this tank is empty because we don't want this to break. So you get a little bit of water in the bottom there. We'll get that drained out the rest of the way. Still have some moisture coming through, but there's practically nothing there. And then one final step that we want to do is take some RV antifreeze and pour it into the drains. Once we get that poured in the drains, that'll be stuck in the traps and in the trap in the toilet and prevent that from freezing and breaking. Same thing with the shower drain. And I've got those two clean. I also need to clean this outside spigot as well. That still has some water. That's clear. And the shower we've got just about cleared out. Now that line's running up around the wall, so it may take a while to get that completely purged. For this drain in the toilet, toilets are simple machines. All you've got is a low pressure or low volume water that fills up the tank, and then when you flush, that water goes down into the tank, and once it builds up a certain height, it'll suck its way out. Once it gets up to that level of this, the water gets up to here parallel with that, and then it will force its way out of the system. So even though my tank is empty, you can take any old bucket with some water. There we go. Just enough water in there to get it run through, and away it goes. Now that that's drained down, my lines are blown to that, I can take my RV antifreeze and use that to fill up the lines in the toilet. That should do it. This toilet doesn't get used a whole lot, so those stains aren't from use or anything. That's just from hard water and sitting stagnant. So that drain's taken care of. This guy just has some mist in the lines now. So we'll take care of this drain. So that trap is full of antifreeze now, which leaves us just with the shower. So there we go, that's all you need to clean out your lines. I've got the air compressor blowing the lines out from the main building. This will work for any situation that you have, whether it be a whole house like this, or maybe you got water running to your garage in the winter, or running out to a shed, or a patio. And that's how you'll clean the lines out and make sure nothing breaks. You can do the same thing with the sprinkler system, which is what that hose is for, obviously. But it is just that simple. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.